It was like a dream. I truly feel like it was the place I started. I'll always be grateful for that. This was my dream because it's lovely to do it for a whole new generation. I love making kids laugh. I loved my character dearly because she was the risk taker. One of the reasons I wanted to take this opportunity in this role because I knew deep down that I was ready to do something different.
How good does that feel?
Actually unbelievable. This is where my heart deeply, deeply lies. So happy.
Selena Gomez is set to take on the role of Snow White in the new reboot. With her striking jet black hair and bold red lips, she naturally exudes the classic charm of a timeless princess.
Fans have been seriously debating whether Selena Gomez would have been a way better choice for Snow White than Rachel Zegler.
Known for her genuine warmth, effortless grace, and friendly smile, Selena brings a refreshing elegance to the role.
Selena not only gives off major classic Disney princess vibes, she actually looks like Snow White, like the original.
Her experience as a former Disney star only adds to the authentic, kind energy she carries, making this fresh take on Snow White a truly compelling prospect. Following endless drama, industry chaos, and fierce fan outrage, Disney just dropped a bombshell. Snow White is getting another reboot.
Selena Gomez just arrived, giving Snow White yet again. I mean, yes, gorgeous.
This news hits right after the Rachel Zegler-led flop, now seen as one of Disney's biggest blunders ever. At an exclusive media gathering, Disney bigwigs called this new project a bold fix to win fans back.
Sorry, Rachel. I guess the world isn't ready for a woke fish like Disney princess. Maybe the problem is that we didn't make it bad enough.
If I'm Bob Iger, you know what we're doing? Emergency meeting. We're putting Snow White on hold for 2 years. Pay her a couple $1,000,000. Go away. We're gonna bring another person to play this role.
It's a thrilling return to timeless tales, designed to restore faith in Disney and mend ties with fans across generations. The Rachel Zegler-led version, sold as a fierce feminist take on the 1937 classic, grabbed headlines fast for straying wildly from the original story. But here's where it gets interesting.
How is Snow White's rating 1.6 on IMDb? I mean, it's the first Disney movie starring a woke Colombian woman that looks like a fish.
Caucasian, she is a Latina, she is half Colombian, and so people were like, why were you cast in the first place? We just had a black Little Mermaid, now we're having a Latina Snow White. And
Disney thought they were blazing a bold new trail, but fans weren't having it. Social media exploded when Ziegler's remarks seemed to trash the original's charm. Her viral claim that the prince was pointless and the love story clumsy fueled heated arguments and deep bitterness. And then the plot thickens.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
yeah.
Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Inside Disney, insiders say the backlash hit like a thunderbolt. Early test screenings got meh reactions, but the real chaos erupted after the trailer dropped. Fans, nostalgic viewers, and critics banded together, fuming over the massive changes. You won't believe what happens next.
Yeah, we're sick of it. We're sick of this. This is what you're getting. So the more you do this, Disney, Iger, what is this girl's name? Rachel Zegler, whatever her name is.
They replace the prince with a common criminal. So there is a prince-like figure, but he's no longer a prince. He's a criminal. And she's right. They clearly want to diminish the love story. I think after the backlash from those comments a year and a half ago, whenever they were, they did beef up the love story a little bit, but nevertheless, he plays an ancillary role.
The outrage didn't just roar. It kept raging. Hashtags slamming the film's choices trended for weeks, pushing Disney's PR crews into a frantic scramble to limit the chaos. But wait, there's more. To escape the mess, Disney unveiled a fresh Snow White project, kicking off production in late 2025.
Is there one reason why this actually flopped? You know, was it because of politics and wokeness? Or was it simply just a terrible film that nobody wanted from the beginning?
Hey kids, how are you? You may be gay, lesbian, or bisexual. You've officially crossed the line, Disney.
No cast is set yet, but Disney swears this remake will recapture the magic and charm of the classic cartoon. Expect cherished characters, dazzling songs, and that fairy tale vibe critics said the last version totally botched. But here's the real shocker. Rebooting so fast shows Disney's racing against time with everything on the line.
They say all you have to do to make your wish come true
The company has been under growing pressure to justify its recent wave of live-action remakes, many of which have been met with declining critical and financial success with the Snow White brand.
Yes, this is exactly the backlash you're gonna get from parents who have kids who are your customers. You're supposed to win parents over.
At risk of becoming permanently tarnished, executives believe a carefully executed reboot could redeem the title and reconnect with audiences who once revered it. Interestingly, insiders say that the new version will feature a more traditional narrative arc, closely following the 1937 plot, while making space for subtle updates.
But I was basically the only person in the theater. Very few people wanted to see this. Even the little kids who like Disney movies, even they don't seem to be turning up in droves for the movie because the movie is really, really bad.
These tweaks, insiders promise, will honor the classic, not rewrite it. A producer shared, "We're not messing with perfection. We're bringing back iconic themes with a fresh, elegant touch." This approach flips the script from The Last Try, which many slammed for tearing apart the original's heart. And then, the plot thickens. Casting buzz is heating up, but Disney's keeping tight-lipped on details.
This is a form of a punishment for crossing the line and making it from a place of entertainment to the kids to wanting to indoctrinate and groom my kids. No, you're arrested, Disney.
Insiders whisper that Disney's hunting for a star with old-school Hollywood grace, oozing charm, relatability, and killer singing skills. Unlike the last film, where off-screen chatter stole the spotlight. But listen to this. The new project will enforce strict media training to keep all talk perfectly aligned with the movie's vision.
She needs to be more grateful for the role she had. If I were cast in a Disney movie, I would be saying, I love Disney, I love Snow White.
Disney's doubling down on a unified story after some brutal wake-up calls. Secret papers leaked this year exposed epic clashes among marketing, creative, and PR teams during the Zegler film's launch. The result? A messy campaign that kept tripping over itself. But that's not all.
The reason why Rachel Zegler sticks around is she's got a beautiful voice and she has some talent. So I think that certainly helps her because she's a PR nightmare. I don't know how anyone would hire her.
Disney's cracking down with tight control on the new Snow White reboot to avoid another disaster. The film's legacy isn't the only thing in jeopardy. Last time, Snow White merch tanked hard, with big stores slashing prices on toys and clothes mere weeks after launch. You think that's bad? Watch this.
Her going, we need to no, you don't. It's not your job. Your job is to entertain. You are paid to entertain. That's what this is. Also, it's very disturbing.
Insider scoops reveal Disney's consumer products team is drowning in millions of unsold Snow White stock. The cash loss stung bad, and experts warn another flop could cripple this iconic brand. But here's the real shocker. Disney's fighting back by assembling a fresh creative crew to lead the reboot charge.
People know her name because they know her as that annoying, loudmouth feminist actress who worked hard for 2 years to tank her own movie.
Early buzz says the screenwriter's a pro at blending heartfelt emotion with killer character growth. The director, a mystery for now, but set to be unveiled soon, has a track record of crafting animated and live-action hits that wow the world. And that's just the beginning. Disney's banking on this duo to deliver a Snow White bursting with depth and global magic.
And they know that there's got to be a kiss, there's got to be certain elements that they can't avoid. Boy, they are uncomfortable with that particular sequence.
The story will hug close to the 1937 classic, but expect a few fresh twists. Insiders reveal fan-favorite forest animals are back, dazzling with a mix of slick CGI and real effects. The dwarfs? They're getting a thoughtful glow-up to dodge past controversies. And then it gets even wilder. Music takes center stage again, blending new tunes with beloved hits like Someday My Prince Will Come and Hi-Ho.
It's got extra musical numbers that are incredibly unnecessary that really add to that runtime, and let me go ahead and let you know that they're absolutely atrocious.
Disney's pulling out a game changer by bringing back veteran animators and experts from past princess hits. These legends, who crafted the look and feel of the Renaissance-era classics, are guiding the reboot's vibe, rhythm, and heart. Insiders say the studio's banking on this return to its creative roots to win fans over. But here's where it gets interesting. The project's first press release took a rare, humble bow, admitting slip-ups without pointing fingers.
We don't want to hear from Rachel Zegler about feminism or her life or what she wants to do with her body.
Disney said, "We know how vital it is to respect the tales that made us who we are." Their statement revealed this Snow White reboot springs from that love and a passion for crafting eternal stories for modern fans. But the truth was far worse. It's obvious Disney's walking on eggshells to get this right. Rachel Zegler's stayed eerily quiet since Disney revealed the Snow White reboot. Once hailed for her stunning West Side Story role, she got caught in a wild online uproar last year as fans trashed the remake. Her media moments, meant to champion strength, sparked chaos instead. And then the plot plot thickens. Many saw Zegler's comments as clueless or snarky. She insisted her words were twisted, but the outrage was unstoppable. Don't expect her in the new film. Disney's staying mum, but insiders say they're wiping the slate clean from the screen to the headlines. Hold on, it gets even wilder. Will Zegler break her silence? So far, she's steering clear of the buzz. This hints at Disney's plan to shine the focus on the project, not the people. But here's where it gets interesting. Fans are sharing hopeful vibes all over online forums. The news has ignited debates about legacy and reviving a tale as cherished as Snow White. Some doubt it, but others can't wait for a fresh start. And then the plot thickens. One fan pleaded, "I just want the magic back. Give me the songs, the romance, the animation-style forest." "I'll be there opening night," one fan declared. Disney's betting big that passion will spark trust and pack theaters. The movie's set to start pre-production by late 2025, aiming for a spring 2027 premiere. But here's the real shocker. They're planning epic marketing with teaser art, soundtrack sneak peeks, and behind-the-scenes docs to ramp up the hype. Disney's scheming with their parks to bring back Snow White vibes and key attractions before the film's big reveal. Will this plan triumph where the last one flopped? You won't believe what happens next. Disney's dead set on keeping Snow White's sparkle alive, refusing to let one stumble dim her glory. This isn't just a redo. It's Disney's bold mission to reclaim their fairy tale crown. If they nail the perfect mix, it might prove why Snow White kicked off the magic way back when. And then it gets even wilder. The team's already hustling behind closed doors. Disney's bosses are laser focused on nailing the vibe, flow, and heart of the film. Every detail, costumes, casting, lighting, music, is under scrutiny by tons of teams to match the studio's classic roots and fresh vision. But here's the real shocker. They know slick tricks won't cut it. Snow White's got to hit home with pure story magic to win big. Even Disney's toughest skeptics say this film could rescue the studio's shaky reputation. The stakes are huge. Beyond just money, it's about legacy. Redoing Snow White isn't only a bold move. It's a test of Disney's power to evolve, connect, and hear fans. But wait, there's more. It's not about just pulling off another remake. Can Disney win back fans still craving the truest, most enchanting tale of all?